Hey everyone, I'm back. Today I'm making a specialty of mine. I'm gonna be making a special version of my grandmother's fried ramen. You see, I've already boiled up some ramen noodles. I uh, I use the Maruchan brand because it's got a better uh, texture to it. Oh, that's cool. Through my eyes, the the burner is glowing red, but this is going blue. Huh, that's pretty cool. Oh well. The next thing you gotta do is you've gotta grease up your pan a little bit. I use a Teflon pan. Prevents sticking. After you've boiled your noodles on high heat until it comes to a full boil, they will be tender and good for this. Then I reduce the heat down to medium because I don't want to burn it. Then, oh, listen to that sizzle. A good use for hot water. It's good for declogging drains of grease and stuff like that. I know they say that it's unsafe, but hey, you gotta do what you can. Next, we sprinkle on the seasoning packet. I'm using the chicken flavor packet. And you gotta keep a real close eye on this, otherwise you're gonna end up burning it. Also, if you leave the noodles in the leave the noodles to boil in the water for too long, it gets nasty. Another few ingredients that you want to gather while that's fixing up: butter, a couple of eggs. I use large egg. Some Tabasco sauce. And you might want to get some cheese, but since I don't have any cheese, I'm going to have to make do without it. And if you want, you can take whatever little crumbles are left in your ramen noodle packet. They're good. As a matter of fact, you can use ramen in a style of trail mix. Oh! Oopsie daisy! Oh, one other ingredient I forgot to add. Salt. And you also want to have a plate ready on hand. And you also need a fork for later. Actually, you could use a fork right now. Just be careful not to scratch the Teflon. Let's turn this up a little bit. So between medium and medium high. I'm using one of those old stove burners. I mean, trust me, I can't speak today. This house used to belong to my great grandmother. She was such a peach. She loved me a lot. I just thought of a funny story, but I'm not gonna get into it. It's too personal. It's too family personal. Oh, there you can hear it starting to harden up a little bit. I know it seems like a waste to boil noodles and then just throw them on a frying pan. Throw them in a frying pan just to dry them out later. Well, this way you could get better flavor into them. Maybe turn up the heat a little more. To be honest, whenever I first started doing this, I used to do it until it started smoking in the fire alarm and the smoke detector used to go off. Woo! Trust me, not fun. Oh, also, another ingredient I'm going to be using that I neglected to mention, I'm using leftover chicken from last night. It's been used in that McCormick bag and seasoning stuff. Let's say we take a look at how good this stuff is going. Oh yeah. Look at that. Boom! Yeah, look at that. And you want to be careful when using a metal fork to move your ramen around because metal conducts electricity. You gotta remember that. In case you're wondering, I'm filming this on my PSP. I'm using a webcam. I'm using a cam that I got from the Invisimals game. This is the part I always hated, the waiting part. Oh. Yeah, that's good enough for that. Next thing you want to do, take your butter, take your fork, scrape off a little bit of butter. Now, I know I left the fork on there. I did that on purpose in order to get the butter, all the butter to melt off of it. Now you just cover the butter slop with noodle and just swirl it around. Now after you've added the butter, you You want to let it set for a little bit. And be careful whenever you flip it like I do. If you try to flip it like I do. Some of the butter may fly out. Some of the melted butter may fly out and land on the burner and cause a fire. That I have done before. That's why I don't do it over the burner anymore. Oh, listen to that sizzle. Sorry I did that off camera, but I just flipped my noodles. I didn't want to take a chance on causing a fire again. Now all that's done, splash a little Tabasco on it. Give it a nice even coating. But not too much, you don't want to burn yourself. Originally I did a sort of fried ramen parmesan where I left the Tabasco, egg, and chicken out and just sprinkled Parmesan cheese on it. My best friend Amber, shout out to you, Amber. That's a shout out to you, my sis. She just absolutely loved my fried ramen parmesan. A lot of ideas I get from reading some books that my grandmother gave me. My late grandmother, I should say. May she rest in peace. I just lost her back on February 12th of 2013. She was the inspiration behind me cooking fried ramen. Love you, Graham. I make this video in honor of her. I mean, I've already made a tribute video to her, but that was just a music thing. Alright, that should be good enough. Whenever your noodles are starting to harden, that's the perfect time to do this. Add your eggs. Do not crack them on a corner surface, because then that would just put the shells into the egg itself, and you don't want that. What I do, I crack it onto a hard surface. Hard, flat surface. And there we go. Now this part you can just have fun with. I mean, you can do the eggs however you want to. Me, I prefer to scramble them while they're in there. Be sure to clean up your egg mess afterwards. Which is what I'm going to do right now. Health is #1 key when operating in the kitchen. Especially whenever handling raw chicken breast. Yeah, this is an old house. Alrighty then. Maybe I should try eggs over easy this time. Nah. Let's just break the yolk and this is almost like a breakfast thing. Chicken and egg. The only thing we're missing is the gravy. I mean, you get the flour. The flour from the biscuits, you get that from the noodles. I think. I don't care. And chopsticks are not advisable on this, because all you do is end up picking up the whole thing. I've never done this with egg. Boom! Practically done. Now the next thing you do, take your mix, put it over there. Make sure that you get all you can get out of that pan. Next, there's the chicken. What you want to do with that is get up. I know you can't see me over there, but hey, I've only got 2 hands, and I have to use them both. Sort of tear apart the chicken into chunks. And you're done. I know it looks like a mess, but trust me, this is delicious. Like and subscribe to my videos and subscribe to my channel. My name's Travis Robinette, and I'm signing off. Hey, remember, I'm not all just videos, music videos and games and stuff. I can be serious too.